Hello everyone and welcome to Feng Shui for Newly-Weds. Now the information I'm going to go over today also applies to you if you just moved in with your significant other. So we're going to talk about the 10 tips I recommend to create a loving and supportive environment for this new relationship or this new stage in your relationship, right? The first thing I want to dive into is something that I ran into when I first moved in with my fiance, and it's picking decorations and furniture that both of you love. So when I first moved in with him, I brought in all my stuff because I loved all my stuff. So I moved everything in. He didn't really have a lot of things, and our new home was basically all my stuff in this new home that we had together. And one day he came home and said, this really doesn't feel like my space because it's just all your stuff. And, it just doesn't feel like I'm part of it. And I said, yeah, you're right. You're totally right. So let's find a solution. So we did. So we got rid of some of my stuff. We only kept the things that we both liked. And we picked out, decoration, furniture. We got a brand new bed. So we did all these different things to create a space that we both loved. So picking decorations that both of you like. Getting a bed that both of you love, and hopefully a new bed, because you don't want to use the same bed that you've been using for years. You're moving into this new relationship and creating this new space. So definitely I would recommend investing in a new bed that both of you love. Second thing is print out some of your wedding photos, or in the case of you moving in with your partner, haven't gotten married yet, print out pictures of both of you. And I feel as women we do this intuitively because we want to have those pictures around, but it's actually a very powerful way to just create more of that loving energy. And now the ideal place to put these pictures is in the bedroom. So in the bedroom we want to avoid any other type of pictures, family, friends, all of that can go in the living room or in the family room or somewhere else in the house. Bedroom is specifically for love and romance. So that's where we want to, put up our pictures as a couple. The other thing you want to be careful of in the bedroom, and this is kind of piggybacking on the pictures, is the artwork that you choose for the bedroom. So let's say you have an area where you have some of your pictures, and then you want to have other kinds of artwork in the room just for decoration. So make sure that that artwork represents the kind of relationship you want to be in. So a few times I've seen kind of more on the depressive side artwork, maybe like a boat in rocky waters. So, that's kind of representing kind of like a rocky relationship. So we would want to go for something that when you look at it, it represents the kind of relationship you want to be in. So it could be some of the famous painters have beautiful pictures of, a man embracing the woman, or just kind of like two figures intertwining. It can be anything really that when you look at it, it represents love and the type of relationship that you want. So it's very, very personal to you. And it has to be something, again, hopefully that you both love. Now, the next thing is to try to avoid electronics in the bedroom. And I know this is hard because most of us are used to having the TV because we like to, wind down and watch a movie or a show before going to bed. But first of all, electronics emit EMFs, which have been scientifically proven to, interfere with your body. So a lot of times you have difficulty sleeping, you wake up feeling tired and lethargic. So we really want to try to keep those electronics out of the bedroom for that health reason. And then also because electronics are a distraction. So I actually had one of my good friends tell me that she had just moved in with her husband into a new space, and they decided to not have a TV in the bedroom because in their previous apartment they had a TV in the bedroom, and at night they would just watch a movie, not really talk or watch a show, and then go to sleep. And ever since they got rid of the TV, they realized that at night they would actually talk, catch up, talk about their day, and it would lead, to have like a romantic night of just talking and connecting. So we really want to feed this, that loving romantic connection, and a lot of times electronics get in the way of that. Remember that the bedroom is all about rest and romance. Anything that in the bedroom that doesn't suggest rest and romance should probably be placed somewhere else. So just think about that. Fourth tip, and this is a 4-in-1 kind of thing because it all kind of ties in together. So you want to make sure that you have matching nightstands next to your bed. So the nightstands kind of represent both of you in the relationship. So if one nightstand is bigger than the other one, it kind of overpowers the other one. So hopefully just, having matching ones makes the room equal, and it also gives it that visual kind of balance. And then also matching lights. So if both of you have lights, and maybe, different design, if you want to have the same lights, that's great, but hopefully both of you have lights, because this is how you shine your light into the relationship. So hopefully we want these to be the same, so both of you feel connected in the same way to the relationship. Next thing is having bed sheets that you love, that both of you love. We want nice fabric, whatever it is you love, if it's silk, if it's cotton, different people have different preferences. Regardless of your preference, hopefully both of you really love the bed sheets that you sleep in and the pajamas that you sleep in. Next one is to have the bed positioned against a solid wall. So that's ideal. Really want a solid wall. If you have a solid headboard, that's even better. And also when you're laying in bed, you want to make sure that you're able to see the door and whoever enters fully from the bed. And this is just something to help you sleep better, get better rest. The next tip I have for you is to create kind of a love altar. And this can be placed in the bedroom, or I actually love having it close to the entrance of the house. So if you have a little foyer, it's a little table in the foyer. It's a beautiful area to have an altar. I actually saw this at a friend's house I went to a couple weeks ago, and they had a beautiful picture of them and their dog, and there was a little wooden sign next to it that said, "This house is filled with love, kisses, and pups," something like that. Really cute, just little message. And then they had, all these little cute decorations that they really loved on this it looked like a little altar. So that's just beautiful to, when you walk into your home, to see this picture of you and your partner and your precious things. It just raises the energy of the house and your energy when you walk in. Now, sometimes you don't have space to actually have a little table with items. So in my case, I'm actually currently living in a temporary apartment while we get our other apartment. And we don't really have space in the entrance for a table or anything. So what I did temporarily is I put up some pictures on the wall that's right, as you walk in the door to the right, there's a solid wall. And that's where I put up pictures from our civil ceremony, from our wedding, pictures of friends and family, and all of our loved ones. And I just did kind of a little collage of pictures, and it's just beautiful. You walk in, I love it. I walk in, I look at the pictures, and it just feels like all my family and friends and my loved ones are just there to greet me. Okay, next tip is to remove sharp objects from the kitchen. So a lot of times we have those knife sets that have either been gifted to us. A lot of us, have them on our registry because, we love a good set of knives. But actually having them in view, and in sight on the counter, a lot of times creates arguments. So they're very sharp objects, they're very aggressive. So ideally we want to have all kinds of sharp objects, especially knives, in the drawers or in cabinets. So don't have them inside. I've had many clients tell me that it's a game changer. Once they put the knives away, their fights go down right away. So, definitely something to try if you feel that, you have kind of those heated arguments and they happen to happen in the kitchen, and you have a knife set sitting out on the counter. So just try tucking it away for a couple weeks and see what happens. So we also want to keep the flame alive. A lot of times we get married or we, move in together, and it kind of becomes more of a routine relationship. So I would definitely recommend at least having one date night a week. So my fiance and I, we have Tuesdays. Tuesdays for us are really special, and we just do a date night every Tuesday. And it doesn't mean going out every Tuesday. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but it's just doing something special for each other on a Tuesday. So it could be cooking a meal together or surprising each other with some kind of, gift or detail or anything that's special to you. So just keeping the flame alive by having that one night a week, a dedicated night a week where it's just the two of you, nothing else, no phones, no nothing, and it's just quality time for both of you together. The next one, which I love and my fiance also loves to do, thankfully, is to create a joint vision board. So vision boards are an amazing way to, just visually create the kinds of things that you want in your life. And creating a joint vision board is an amazing practice, and you can do this on your date night or anytime, but it can be a date night activity. And you basically just print out pictures of all the things that you love or things that you want or places you want to travel to, and you do this together as a fun activity, and then you put it up in your bedroom or somewhere where both of you can see it every day. And it's just a beautiful way to, first of all, create joint goals, because when you're doing your vision board, you're kind of bringing in the images of things that you want to happen in your life, and you're doing this together, so you're projecting as a couple the things that you want. And I've had amazing results with our vision boards. We do them regularly, usually at least twice a year, but then we're also updating them as things start to happen, because things do start to happen, like the things that are on our board, all of a sudden we check them off our list of things that we've already done, and we're like, oh, okay, time to change up that image to the new thing we want to do. So it's very fun and awesome to see the progress and how things happen. Our 10th tip is to seize the opportunity of moving into a new space and do some nice decluttering. So you know me, you've seen my other video on decluttering. It's life-changing. And when you move into a space with your partner, you really want to leave your past behind. You're starting fresh, you're starting a new chapter. So I definitely recommend a deep decluttering. You're moving your stuff anyways, so might as well, just really get in there and get rid of anything that's holding you back or that reminds you of the past. And also both of you getting rid of items from past relationships, especially if they remind you of a past relationship. If you need a refresher on how to declutter, make sure to watch my other clutter clearing video. I go through some very easy steps to follow to just, get rid of whatever no longer serves you. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments if there's any questions or if there's anything else you would want to know. And love you all. Thank you so much. Have a great day.